I'm excited to announce the opening of a new Facebook community for the Master Your Mindset, Master Your Life podcast. And this is to get a group of like minded individuals to get together, to push themselves, to actually hold each other accountable, and to level up their lives. I talk about making a positive impact in the world, and this is how I'm hoping to do that. So if you're interested in joining, jump on Facebook, look for Master Your Mindset, Master Your Life, and see if you can join the group. Otherwise, drop me a DM on Instagram at just.live.coaching and I'll send you the link. We have lost the ability to actually have the skill of patience. How many times have you actually given up on something or not even started because you're worried about how long it's going to take? Today, we're tackling that. Welcome to Master Your Mindset, Master Your Life. This is a podcast that empowers you to become the best version of yourself by giving you easy to implement techniques so you can start taking back control of your life. If you get something from this episode, please share it with someone who you think would benefit. And I would also really appreciate it if you could leave me a rating or review wherever you listen. I'm Sanj, and today I'm tackling a common hurdle that we all face, and that is a fear of slow progress and why it prevents us from even taking the first step. And it's time to address that, why we let this fear hold us back from living our dream lives and how we can overcome it so we can start making meaningful changes in our lives. So let's start. It's so amazing and fascinating how our minds work. We will get so fixated on the end goal, on what we want to achieve, on our final result, that we actually overlook the journey to get there. We overlook the path we've got to take, the challenges we may come across. We just get so fixated on that final result that we forget all of this. We get bombarded though in life with images of instant success, of quick fixes, of overnight transformations. Yeah, and it leads us to believe that progress should be quick, it should be immediate, that it should be like your Amazon delivery, that you pay for it now, you click and you get it by the end of the day, if not tomorrow. But the problem is that we've become accustomed to that way of thinking. We've become accustomed to being impatient. We do not like to wait for things. And so as a result of that, just the thought of slow progress discourages a lot of us. And I know it used to discourage me. And so then as a result of that, we end up hesitating, or you end up procrastinating on taking that first step because you're there like, this is going to take too long. You're sitting there thinking, this is not going to be worth it. This is just going to be too much time, too much effort. But here's the thing, progress, no matter how slow it is, whether it's just that inch by inch or whether it's mile by mile, it is still progress. And what you need to start doing is embrace the process and understand that every step forward, no matter how big or how small, it counts. So rather than letting the fear of slow progress paralyze you, let's shift your perspective. Let's shift your focus. Let's bring that perspective and focus onto the journey rather than the destination. See what joy you can get out of that journey. See what joy and excitement you can get out of the shift, focusing on what you're doing rather than actually that final goal. Because when you're enjoying what you're doing day in, day out, you're actually going to find that you enjoy the whole thing more, and the goal will just become a byproduct of you doing something that you love. As I was saying, we live in a society that just glorifies instant gratification and quick results. We see these things day in, day out. We're surrounded by it. We live it. And so we start to become conditioned to expect immediate success. And then when we don't see that straight away, when we don't see those tangible results immediately, we become discouraged. And this need for instant validation, this instant gratification, it can be a major roadblock on your journey to personal growth. Because when progress appears slow or non-existent, you may start to doubt yourself, you may lose motivation, and you may even give up. But you're always going to end up failing. You're 100% guaranteed to fail the moment you give up. If things are slow or appear non-existent, maybe what you need to realize is that things are shifting in the background. If you're in it for the long haul, maybe you're just making yourself into the person you need to be to get the results you want. It is essential to understand that meaningful change actually takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day, as they say. Real growth happens gradually. It's consistent effort. It takes perseverance. Growth that happens overnight is not long lasting. So instead of fixating on your end result, just learn to appreciate the small victories along the way and start to trust in the process. Trust in yourself. Have that confidence in yourself that you're actually going to make it. You're going to get to where you want to be. Stop thinking that, yeah, just because this person became an overnight star, that's how it's going to work for you. Because honestly, the person that you've got in your mind probably worked so hard, days, nights, weeks, months, years to get to where they were, to get to where they are. And what has happened is you don't see that. You don't see what they put in. You don't see what they sacrificed. You just see that they got to the top. Everyone makes it look easy when it's done. But it's in those moments when it's just you and yourself, where you need to actually tell yourself, you've got this. Where you need to tell yourself, actually, it means so much to me. I'm going to make it no matter what. And it is so important to have patience. Patience truly is a virtue. And especially when it comes to things like personal growth and personal development. In today's fast-paced world, patience is just in short supply. We want everything now. And you want it fast. You want it immediately. But the reality is true transformation actually takes time. It can't be done overnight. You can't go to bed weighing 180 pounds one night and wake up in the morning weighing 150. It doesn't happen. What you need to do is you need to be persistent. You need to be patient. You need to hit that gym day in, day out. You need to control your meals. It takes effort. It takes time. But it requires patience. It requires perseverance. And it also requires a willingness to endure any setbacks and challenges along the way. The moment you start to see setbacks or you get challenges, this is something where you need to realize that actually this challenge is something you need to overcome to get to the next level of yourself, to become better than what you were. And when you've got that patience, it allows you to stay focused on your goals, even when progress seems slow. It teaches you to trust in the process. It teaches you the skill of knowing that every step that you take brings you closer to your desired outcome. So embrace patience and make sure that you see it as a valuable tool on your journey to self-improvement as it is. So as always, I'm going to give you some tips on which may help you to get started, even though you're aware that progress may be slow. Yeah, but the problem is when we actually start this, when you actually go start something, you set unrealistic expectations. So when you don't achieve them, you get demotivated. You start to get down about it. So start by setting realistic expectations. So instead of aiming for perfection or instant results, set realistic and achievable goals. Break down those big goals into smaller, more manageable tasks. Because when you start to do that, you will see that you've got a lot of small victories along your journey. You can celebrate each one of those, which will keep you motivated, which will keep you on the right path. The second thing is to focus on consistency. Consistency is the key when it comes to making progress. Even if it's slow, Your daily habits, your daily routines, the ones that align with your goal, and when you commit to showing up for yourself every single day, that's what's going to make the difference. It doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter if you feel like you don't want to do it today. But the moment you've got consistency, you're going to do it regardless of how you feel. You're going to say to yourself, I don't feel this today, but you're going to do it anyway. And again, that's when change happens. That's when the progress is really made. Because if you were skipping 1, maybe 2 days a week because you didn't feel like it, add that up over a year. So say you don't feel like it 2 days a week, so you don't commit. First of all, the thing that's going to do is that's going to break your compounding of what you're doing. The next thing it's going to do, if you take 2 days off every single week, that's over 100 days in a year. Imagine how much difference that would make. And the third thing you can do to get started, even though you're aware that progress may be slow, is make sure you practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself throughout the process. Understand that setbacks and challenges is the natural part of growth. So treat yourself with the same compassion, the same understanding, the same respect that you would offer to a friend, to someone you love, when they came to you saying, actually, I've messed up. I'm not quite as far along as I want to be. When you practice self-compassion, you'll improve your resilience. And what you will notice is that it's easier then for you to actually take on bigger challenges, to bounce back from those bigger challenges, from those stumbles. So that's what I've got for you guys. Remember, slow progress is still progress. It's about taking that first step. It's about staying committed to your journey, no matter how long it takes. One of the biggest things as well that you need to do is you need to make sure your why you're doing it, is actually solid. If you have a weak why, you're not going to do it on those days you don't feel like it. It's not going to be important to you. So make sure you've got a strong reason why you're doing something. So stop worrying about the speed of your progress and just start focusing more on the direction you're heading. So what small steps can you take today to move you closer to your goals, knowing that although progress may be slow, it's still the direction you want to go in? So my mission is to make a positive impact on this world, and I sincerely hope that you can help me do that by liking, by following, and by sharing this podcast with others. Remember, your mindset shapes your reality. You master it, you'll master your life. So until next time, keep seeking, keep growing, and keep mastering your mindset so you can master your life. Thank you.